My name is Carmen, and I'm 38 years old, and I became quadriplegic due to spinal cord um, tumor from birth. Without my PCAs, I'll be lost, not be able to live independent.
Best part of my job is knowing that I'm going somewhere to help someone, and waking up in the morning knowing that I'm changing someone's life.
My name is Rob. I'm 40 years old and I have cerebral palsy. I got on the PCA program when I was 18, and before I got on the PCA program, my parents were totally responsible for my care. And by the end of the week, we'd kind of be at each other's throats as parents and children are. But when I got on the PCA program, it changed the nature of our relationship because they knew that we could go out to dinner, and the fact is that I could go back to my own apartment and they could go home and know that they that they didn't have to worry about how my needs were going to be met, that I was going to get into bed and be able to get up and get going to work the next day. And it takes a lot of stress off them. So now they don't have to be in that caregiver role, and we've developed more of a friendship.
My name is Pat. I'm 66, and I got cerebral palsy. I can't cook, wash myself, get dressed, so that's why I need them.
She is very good at giving directions, how she likes things. She has certain ways of doing anything from like cleaning to personal care. And she's very good at telling you what she wants, how she wants it done, when she wants it done, if she wants it done.
My name is Ann, and I'm 63 years old, and I have a form of muscular dystrophy called Charcot-Marie Tooth disease. And I've been in a power chair for about 25 years. August of 2005, I all of a sudden could not stand to transfer to bed and back into my chair again. And I didn't know what to do. And as far as I knew, and as my doctors told me, the only choice was a nursing home. I had feared going into a nursing home all my adult life. The loss of privacy, sharing a room, personal care, the food, that kind of thing. A friend put me in touch with Boston Center for Independent Living. They told me, you could live in the community. You could have your own home again. You could hire your own people to help you and manage the physical things. Finally, I felt sort of empowered again that I could do this, to get out.
Ann is wonderful. The minute I met her, I felt a bond. I felt that we were going to get along, being of the same age. And as I got to know her, we've got a lot in common. We have the same beliefs on people with disabilities and how they should be treated. And she's kind and she's friendly and she's honest and she's patient, which is one of the most important things. She's very patient with me because I'm still in the learning process.
I work for the Boston Center for Independent Living, and I would not be here working for BCIL if I did not have PCAs that were reliable and able to come and get me up in the morning and get me going. Consumers that I'm able to provide services to, those people would not get independent living services and be able to find housing or be able to get out of nursing homes if I couldn't get myself out of bed.
Being a PCA is a tough job because you have to be able to care for someone, but at the same time, you need to let the person be independent. They are a PCA is like the arms, the legs sometimes.
Each person is really very individual and needs very individualized care that only that person can direct, can tell you, this hurts, that doesn't work for me, whatever. And, to listen, because the person knows themselves the best, obviously.
My name is Eddie. I'm 16 years old. I was born with a rare muscular disease called arthrogryposis. I think that's how you say it. In my case, my sister is my PCA. She helps me brush my teeth, take showers, transfers me into my bed, helps me get dressed, all that stuff.
The first one, I sort of was stumbling around a little bit about, it felt a little intrusive sort of to be asking someone, what are your references? What is your experience? Do you know how to use a Hoyer lift? Are you willing to take instruction from me? Are you, you realize that this will include a lot of household tasks of like cleaning and dishes, cooking, changing the bed, that sort of thing. To explain the job as I see it. And it was a little bit awkward, but now I've really got a pretty good sense of what it is I'm looking for and have done pretty well so far picking it out.
The first thing that I asked if they had experience working as a PCA. Also, I let them know that I'm the boss and they are not hired by the agency, that they are hired by me.
When I first started with this program, I had PCAs, and they thought that I wasn't their boss, but I am.
I need to know in advance if they're not going to be here. I need to know if they're feeling ill, as soon as possible, so I can try to find someone else. But really, all the PCAs I've had have been wonderful women, and I really enjoy knowing them and sharing my life with them. They're what make my life possible, and I am everlastingly and profoundly grateful to them that to be free again, to be out in the world again, to have my life back, and they are what make that possible.
Trust is very important due to many incidents that I had in the past. For example, stealing money from me, writing hours that the person never worked, and leaving me in the chair for hours. Trusting my PCA is the most important part in my life.
Once I realized that the PCAs that I had at the time were going to work out and that they were reliable, then I could relax and just enjoy the fact that I was, in my own accessible unit and could come and go to work because I had transportation, the bus and the train near me, and I could come and go as I wanted. Then I knew that I was truly independent.
PCAs are very, very essential in my life because if I didn't have the PCA program, I'd be probably living in a nursing home.
they just are the extension, really, of my arms and legs. And it's a very personal relationship. And to say that they're useful would just be a gross understatement. They're just everything. It's just a vitally important function. I couldn't live my life without them.